Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for you today. So you probably clicked on this video to know which industry is going to outperform the market and mostly other industries out there. Now, in my opinion, this is going to be the video game industry. So in this video, we're going to talk mostly numbers. We're going to talk about the effect of skins on video games and how people spend their money nowadays. Now, there are some facts that you probably won't have believed before. So we're going to talk about that in this video. I'm also going to talk at the end of this video how you can get exposure towards the video game industry, because it's not just the video games companies, the publishers like EA, Activision, Tencent. It's way more than that. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Before I do so, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing lately. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 16,000 subscribers. And if you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up, as it really helps me outgrow the channel and get my videos out there. I would also like to thank the Motley for sponsoring this video. Just a quick reminder, these videos are my views and my views only. The Motley is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me find the latest growth stock and innovative company. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services, the Full offers. Through the Motley Fool's stock advisor service, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock advisors' average stock picks have returned over 500%. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more this year, you can visit www.fool.com/couchinvestor or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if Stock Advisor is right for you. Now let's dive into this. Alright, now let's talk a bit about the gaming market, because nowadays the gaming industry, the gaming market is not just about the actual games that are being sold. It's everything from graphics card, AMD, Intel, NVIDIA, to the actual games, to the streaming, to sponsorship, to in-game purchases, which we're going to talk about in this video. Now let's jump into some interesting stats. So today, 45% of US gamers are women. So this myth that this industry is dominated by men is really changing right now to being extremely balanced. The average age of a gamer is 34, and the average household has 2 gamers. In fact, women represented around 65% of the total mobile gaming population and were observed to spend more on in-game purchases than male gamers. That's probably the effect of going shopping. In 2016, millennials became the largest generation, and this year, 2021, they're supposed to hit their peak purchasing power and will become the main gaming demographic. Now let's talk numbers. The US video game spending increased 30% in Q1 2021. Gamers downloaded around 8 billion titles every week in the quarter. This is up 15% year over year, with games such as Among Us, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War listed as being among the best-selling and most played games for the quarter. Now talking mostly about the mobile games, Google Play games downloads grew 20% year over year to 11 billion, while total consumer spend on gaming hit $22 billion. iOS gamers spent the most at $13 billion, up 30% year over year, while gamers spent $9 billion on Google Play, up 35%. Now here comes the big number, and this is why I believe this market is going to grow faster than any other market out there. The global video game market size was valued at $151 billion back in 2019 and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 13% until 2027 to around $291 billion. That's according to Grand View Research. So yes, I understand there are other industries out there that will also grow, but I believe the video game industry and all the companies that come under that industry will grow much faster and maybe become bigger than all the other industries out there. I know we've talked about genomics on this channel. Lots of people have talked about the genomics, that they will become the best investment. Cathy Wood said it's better than Tesla, blah, blah, blah. But do you really believe that genomics appeals to this younger generation, or do you believe that video games are much more appealing and a better way, not a better way, but an easier way for people to spend their money? And this is just why I believe that this industry right now is so hot, is growing so fast, people are more attached to video games than they are to genomics. Those are just facts. Now, I'm not saying that genomics is not a market to invest in. I'm invested in ARKG, but I just believe that this gaming industry and everything that comes underneath it is a better option right now. Now, let's talk a bit about the effects of skins and in-game cosmetics, because this is really one of the huge ways games like Fortnite are making money. So brands are finding that in-app gaming experiences are a successful form of monetization. For example, Louis Vuitton announced in-game skins for League of Legends in 2019, which proved to be a popular cosmetic item for gamers, elevating brand visibility in the online game. Now, going even one step further, a Gucci bag in Roblox resold for 350,000 Robux, or roughly $4,115. The same purse in real life costs $3,400. That means that the person that bought it in-game paid $715 more to have it in the virtual world. Now, how crazy is that? And this is just one example. I'm sure this has been going on for a while, maybe not with these types of numbers and these types of brands, but people are spending a hell of a lot of money on skins. Now, games like Fortnite, obviously Fortnite Epic Games is now in the spotlight because of the Epic Games versus Apple trial, has previously partnered up with Air Jordan, NFL, football, soccer teams as well, and many others, more recently Neymar Jr., and they're probably going to partner up with even more brands and players, celebrities in the future. They had concerts, they had exclusive trailer for a Star Wars movie. So this again is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, it's usually a win-win situation for the game and the brand, because the game obviously earns revenue and the brand marketing more recognition. Now, in this world of spending for in-app purchases, there are big spenders that are called whales. They spend $15 or more a month on skins. Whales also tend to be older, and almost 80% of Fortnite's recent players engage with its cosmetics in some way. That means that they buy cosmetics, they play with them, they change, they dance, they jump, they do whatever. Now let's jump into the streaming segment of this industry, because again, this is an aspect that a lot of people still don't understand, but it's pretty easy. People watch the NBA, soccer, football on TV. Other people will watch video games live on Twitch, on YouTube, whatever. Now, if you want to see numbers, look at this. This is from Google's report. So in 2020, there were 201 billion views for Minecraft, 75 billion views in Roblox, 72 billion, Garena Free Fire, that's from C Limited, 70 billion views for GTA 5. Yes, this game is still hugely popular, and 67 billion views for Fortnite. Now the list goes on and on, obviously, but when you start investing in this gaming aspect of your life, I don't think it's that easy to just walk away from it. For people that suddenly spend more money during the pandemic on video games, maybe it can be parents that are paying for Robux or V-Bucks, whatever, for their kids. I don't see really kids stop playing video games. Yes, they might go outside more and more, but nowadays with the Switch, pretty portable, they can go outside and play that game as well. Then in the evening, they might jump online, play with their friends as well. I don't think this is going away anytime soon. Now going back to the streaming aspect, so Newzoo estimates the world has 2.7 billion gamers. Obviously this spans from mobile gamers, console gamers, PC gamers, etc. And that number is expected to surpass 3 billion in the next 3 years. According to NVIDIA, the number of Twitch streamers doubled in 2020, while Corsair, another great company actually, estimates that there were 6 million committed streamers last year. And also, don't forget, when you talk about video games, when you talk about a super big game, it's a very, very big IP for that company that owns the game, owns the franchise. Netflix is going to do an animated TV show for League of Legends. Overwatch, there were being talks about a TV show for that as well. Wouldn't really surprise me if Call of Duty ends up being a movie or another mini-series as well. When you talk video games, you talk franchise, you talk merchandise, you talk billions and billions of dollars in marketing, in spending, in revenue. This is an industry that will grow each and every year. We talked about VR and AR and how that industry will be growing as well. Obviously, the video game industry will be mixed with VR and AR as well. Metaverse, Ready Player One, etc. We're going to talk about Metaverse in a completely other video. But if you haven't watched that Facebook video, it's going to be in the top right corner. Now to end this video, let's talk about how you can maybe take advantage of this great opportunity. How can you invest in those companies? So there are a couple of ways. First up, you have the individual way to invest in those companies. So basically picking individual stocks like, let's say, the gaming companies, the publishers, so EA, Nintendo, Activision, Ubisoft, Tencent, etc. Then you have the console makers, so Sony, Microsoft, they also make games, so you have both sides. And obviously if you buy Microsoft, they have this whole Microsoft company, which is great as well. Then you have the semiconductors, so Intel, NVIDIA, AMD. Obviously when you buy those, you're not just buying those for the video game industry, you're buying those for the chips, for the semiconductor business, which obviously is great nowadays. Even with the shortage, it just shows how important those companies are. Videos will be coming up on those three as well. And then you have companies like Logitech, Corsair, Razer, etc., the accessories of gaming, which are pretty under the radar right now. But Corsair, great company, making lots of money and growing steadily. Then you have Chinese stocks, if you want to have Chinese stocks in your portfolio. So Bilibili, HUYA, Netease, and obviously, well, it's not Chinese, it's Singaporean, C Limited, Garena, Free Fire, one of the biggest games out there today. Obviously, you get the whole C business as well. So there's that. And then if you do not want to invest in individual stocks, there are two ETFs. I finally found the great one, the Van Eck Esports ETF, or you have the Global X Hero ETF, which is also covering most of the biggest companies that I just discussed in this video. So you've got lots of choices. The question is, are you going to do something about that, or are you just going to let this opportunity pass? I completely understand if video games is not really your industry or not really interested in that industry, but as you've seen, lots of companies that have also other businesses on the side are exposed to this video game industry, like Microsoft, C, Tencent, etc. So you might maybe own already a piece of that market, which is great. Now I would like to know if any of you own any of those companies. Let me know down in the comments below. And that will be it for this video. GG's as always. If you like these videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.